Hello everyone, welcome to Mythbusters, the show where we test myths and see if they're real or not. On today's episode, we're going to be testing the myth that raising children in similar environments leads to them having similar personalities in adulthood. The idea here is that environment is the big factor that shapes the kids' personalities. Makes sense, don't it? I mean, just look at all the bountiful examples we have of this in media. Like, Number 3 and her sister from Codename Kids Next Door. They're both energetic and love rainbow monkeys and other cute things. Oh, or the delightful children from Down the Lane, also in Codename Kids Next Door. I mean, they're so similar in personality that they act in complete unison with one another. And just look at Call Me and her brother in Call Me Can't Communicate. Neither of them really communicate, because that's the premise of the show. Man, with all these examples, there's no way this myth could be a myth. Right? Wrong! You see, in a shocking twist to absolutely no one, I found that raising children in similar environments does not, in fact, lead to similar personalities in adulthood. Because, you see, unlike Twitter, I actually did my research, and I found some damning pieces of evidence that this is, in fact, a myth. And with that, I present to you Exhibit A! In a study done by Tellegen et al. On twins raised apart and together in 1988, they found that a lot of them twins shared similar personality traits with each other. But, here's the catch. It wasn't just in the twins raised together. Oh, no. Similar personality traits were also found in the twins raised separately just as much as the twins raised together. Well, if shared environment is supposed to result in the children having similar personalities in adulthood, how come the ones sold separately had similar ones too? Make it make sense! And you know what? I will. I present to you all Exhibit B! In another study, also assessing shared personality traits in twins reared together, this time done by Riemann et al. In 1997. Gotta cite my boys. They found that the reason for similar personalities is not so much shared environment, but actually genetics. I mean, guys, come on, think about it. Identical twins share the exact same genotype, and they all seem to score similar scores on traits. That would explain why in the last study the twins raised apart also had similar overall personalities, with a few minor differences. It's because they had the same genotype. Which now brings us to Exhibit C! I found a more qualitative study done by Cameron F. in 2016, in which 12 parents of non-twin children that were close in age were interviewed. Out of all 12 of these parents, none of them felt their children's personalities were similar, like, at all. And they attributed these differences to born temperament and genetics rather than environment. Like, guys, come on, think about it. Ask any parent with 2 children if their kids are similar. They're gonna say no. There's no way around it. However, they did mention something interesting about environment. You see, environment does indeed play a role in the development of one's personality, but these parents thought that impact comes more from environments sought out by the children, like friend groups, rather than environments they're forced into, like, I don't know, a shared family environment. Like, think about your own quirks and mannerisms. Don't lie to me, I know y'all pick some of those up from your friends. You pick up more beliefs and mannerisms from your peer groups than you think. Hey, who's knocking at my door? Gasp! It's Marge Simpson from the hit show The Simpsons!
Hi, hey, listen, could you...
Well, Marge, while you're here, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Well, okay.
Would you say your children, Bart and Lisa, are similar in personality?
Oh, well, I'd say that neither of them are very similar in personality. Lisa's a very good, hard-working, bright student, and Bart, well, he's a sociopath, to put it lightly. But anyways, I really need your...
And these children were raised together, correct?
Well, Yes, they were raised in the same environment. Now, could you please...
And there you have it, folks. Straight from a parent's mouth. Raising children in similar environments doesn't lead to them having similar personalities. So, based upon my most eloquent research, I think we can all agree that children raised in similar environment, resulting in similar adult personalities, is a myth! Consider this myth busted! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, my work here is done.